It may be as close as the Queen City ever gets to Vatican City.
A key aide to Pope Francis is in town to speak on the Pope's vision for the church. Cardinal Oscar Rodriguez gave a preview of that speech to reporters, including our own Jeff Hirsch, who's back from Mount St. Mary's Seminary in Mount Washington. Jeff?
Well, good afternoon. Since becoming Pope 2 years ago, Pope Francis has spoken out on expanding the church's mission to help the poor. The Pope's friend and advisor said, "Oh, that's just the way he is."
He's a friend. He is a simple person.
Cardinal Oscar Rodriguez of Honduras has been friends for years with Pope Francis, who is from Argentina. Common heritage, common commitment.
Many times people say, why priests are mixed in politics? This is ignorance of the social doctrine of the church.
The Pope picked his friend to head a College of Cardinals advisory council on reforming the Vatican and on reaching out to grassroots Catholics, energize the faithful, and work for peace. Referring to the terrorist group ISIS, Cardinal Rodriguez said too many wars have had religious motivation, and too many good people have let that happen.
I am saddened, that the organization that should take care of peace in the world sometimes is silent. I am referring to the United Nations.
For example, Cardinal Rodriguez said the civil war in Syria has gone on for years with thousands of deaths. Cardinal Rodriguez is the Archbishop of Tegucigalpa, Honduras, and has been to Cincinnati before, visiting the grounds of the local seminary and talking with students who will someday become priests. The Cardinal spoke repeatedly of the Pope's commitment to peace, for example, after appointing a cardinal to head the Vatican's charity office.
And he told him, I don't want you to be in your office. Please, after 10 o'clock in the evening, go to the streets of Rome. And when you find somebody sleeping in the street or somebody under the bridges, bring them to the shelter we have with the Sisters of Mother Teresa in the Vatican.
According to church officials, Cardinal Rodriguez has armed guards at his house and also has armed guards when he goes out in Honduras where he lives, because he's spoken out so frequently against corruption and drug lords that he's had threats on his life. His reaction? Okay.
Wherever there is injustice, wherever there is violence, wherever there is no respect for the human being and for the human person, it's necessary to say a word.
Really, really interesting guy. On a lighter note, Cardinal Rodriguez is also a licensed helicopter pilot. And when asked about flying, he joked, kind of looked up, said, it's easier to pray up there. Back to you.
Wow, great interview, Jeff. Thank you. The Cardinal's speech about the Pope's vision for the church will be tonight at 7:30 at the Athenaeum of Cincinnati, home of the seminary in Mount Washington. And the speech is free and it's open to the public.